The female police officers who betray the law from the inside. Besotted women share forced secrets with their criminal lovers and even share jail kisses with them. Ladies and gents, how you doing? This is Mint. I watched a Sargon video about it and I thought I'd do one because A, it'll be funnier, and B, I found some better ones than some of the links he put out there. It's really quite staggering how many useless, yo-yo knickered, bee-stung lips, essentially sort of mentally ill, fake tan dolly birds that have been rattling the criminal population in the UK. It's unbelievable. Who gives these people a start? Who gives them a job? It's actually unbelievable. It's like if Louise Woodward came round your house wearing a blood-stained apron and telling you she wanted a job as your nanny. You just know not to start her in the first place. Looking at some of these birds, I can't believe they ever got through a job interview. They must just be hiring them. They must just apply on the internet and just hire them without ever seeing them face to face. Because it's unbelievable. So I'm going to cover some of these stories. It's brilliant. The UK is a total shambles. Every single aspect of the UK state is broken, incompetent, corrupted. It's absolutely shocking, but it is hilarious. So we're just going to go through a few of the funniest tales that I've read today and have a good chuckle. Yes, they all do look like this. Yeah, look at the clip of her. I wouldn't trust her to run me a bath. Dolly Bird, done up to the nines, taking a selfie with her iPhone 17. I bet she can suck a golf ball through a garden hose. But she couldn't break a burglar's legs with a truncheon. Okay, this one's brilliant. This one's brilliant. Look at the clip of her. Look at the clip of her. She wouldn't be able to stop an 8-year-old from pinching sherbet from the sweet shop, would she? Anyway, this one's called Mariam Eyelass. She accessed the force's computers to find confidential data to inform a criminal boyfriend about an operation into him. The devious bint. It says it was found that Miss Eyelass used a police computer to search for details about the man on 3 occasions, and she resigned ahead of her disciplinary hearing. But the panel ruled she would have otherwise been fired. Why is she not getting locked up? Why? This is how bad the UK is and how soft it is on women and minorities. If that was a bloke, he'd be going through the criminal proceedings now, wouldn't he? When Harvey Keitel was pulling himself off while them 2 prozzies were looking at him through the window on Bad Lieutenant, I didn't expect him to walk with a slap on the wrist if he put his resignation in. But it seems like if you're a split arse who flagrantly breaks the law because you're getting poked by a drug dealer, seems like they just let you get off with it. So first things first, why is she free woman? She should get at least 8 years to deter further corruption within the ranks, okay? She'll get out after 6, hard labour, if I was in charge. But as it stands, you can just leak information to the criminal scum and you don't even get a fine for it. Unbelievable. Then we've got this one, Shawnee Kelly, necking on with a drug dealer boyfriend. Amusingly, after she fell out with the drug dealer she was getting on with, Josh Whelan, she then started shafting former schoolmate Raheem Motley, who was under investigation by Greater Manchester Police and had moved to Spain. She told him about planned firearms raids and promised to find out who the local grasses were. That's a good name, though, isn't it? Raheem Motley. He'd been Raheem in her Motley. Anyway, Kenny was dismissed from the police service following an accelerated misconduct hearing on the 1st of April, 2025. And then yada, yada, yada. The police are amazing. The police are great. But on this occasion, she was getting dinked by a dealer. It's funny, isn't it? The filth that lord it over us. Whenever one of them gets caught doing anything bent, they always tell us, the judge even does it. They go, oh, yeah. They're all amazing. They're all great, except for this weird outlier. No, they're all scum. Same with politicians. The worst, the detritus of humanity, the British politician. Everybody knows it. The entire British public despises our politicians and our coppers. If you ask the average person who's the biggest liar, a lawyer, a copper, or a politician, or the local burglar / smackhead, I think we'd all rate it politician, lawyer, copper, smackhead. Like, they're all pretty low, but the pecking order's there, and the politician is worse of the four. Doubly so if the politician is also a lawyer, which 9 times out of 10 it is, because they are the dregs of society. Honestly, they are lower to me than the local weirdo. You know, the sort of weird guy with a haunted look on his face who dresses like it's the 1960s. You know, basically screams, possibly a kiddie fiddler. He is higher in my estimation than my local MP. If I had to leave the kids with a local miscreant and hoodlum, a football hooligan or a burglar or something, or my local MP, I would definitely leave the nippers with Bazza, the booze hound burglar, because this is how low they are on the totem pole, the dregs of society. And whenever they get caught doing anything, coppers, MPs, it's always the same. The judges give you a little speech beforehand and say, oh, you're normally the pillars of the community. You're decent and honest and noble and hardworking. And oh yeah, but on this one, like, you know, sex offender, but oh, it's a rarity. It's a rarity. It isn't a rarity. They are the dregs of society. In 2025, I would rather tell my mother I was a drug dealer than a politician or a police officer. So don't give me that, my lud. And this one's from the CBS from December. So again, not that long ago. Police officer jailed for passing sensitive information to known criminal. PC Lorna Pennycook researched information from across the police systems between 2017 and 2021 and passed information to her boyfriend, Anthony Kennedy. Christ on a bike. See, this one, he was definitely just plugging her for information, wasn't he? Look at the clip of her. That's a Waynetta slob, isn't it? He's definitely the looker in that relationship. In fact, if I had to fight one of them, I think I'd go toe-to-toe with Anthony over that heifer lump stood next to him. Pennycook began a relationship with Kennedy, who had 18 previous convictions. Sounds like a nice fella. And between 2017 and 2021, she was gobbling him off and giving him critical information. Marvellous. Okay, I think I've made my point. I can find thousands of these stories. What's obvious? Which Carl was too polite to say. I'll tell you what's obvious. It's if you've got a set of piss flaps, you shouldn't be anywhere near a prison, right? As in, 1 in every 10 prison officers should be allowed to be a woman. And that's only to do, like, critical searches of female visitors or female employees or whatever. People who might need access to the prison for some reason. The same can be said of the average rank and file police officers. Logic dictates that 80% of coppers should be big, burly, scary blokes, ex-military preferably, and 1 in 5 to help counsel the victims, you know, of all the foreign men we bring in. 1 in 5 can be a little short-ass fat bird. But 80% of the rank and file, the meat and veg of the police force, should be physically fit, mentally robust, tough men who have to pass a difficult physical test twice a year so we can get a police force that's actually worth a wank and stop having these useless gobble queens join up so they can be corrupt and get rattled by criminals because they've got a thing for bad boys. All right? Easy. Much, much more direct than Carl's video. I'm sure you'll all agree. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you all tomorrow. Toodle pip. Cheers.